Hello everyone, this is Aşk Izdirap and today we are going to talk about the story of a Pakistani person whose name is Abdul Imtiaz. The story of Abdul Imtiaz is very heart-wrenching and eye-opening because Abdul Imtiaz is among the people who live abroad to provide sustenance for their families. But this story is quite horrifying too. Let's begin with it. Abdul Imtiaz, at a young age, was marked with tragedy and desperation, with five siblings lost and their father with spastic cerebral palsy. The burden of providing the family fell on his shoulders. To alleviate his family's financial struggles, Abdul Imtiaz dropped out of school and worked as a bus conductor. His ambitions led him to buy a van, but unfortunately, he did not have a license and could not get that license because he was a minor, less than 18 years of age. So, someone approached him and told him that he can get a driving license illegally, and that was the time he entered in the criminal world. After that, he was willing to get the expenses of his sister's wedding, but however, he could not do so because of the financial circumstances. And in the midst of this, his sister's wedding circumstances, a person came to him and told him that he could give him an opportunity to go to Saudi Arabia and earn money over there, and this way he can afford to uh, cover his sister's expenses, wedding expenses. Later on, Abdul Imtiaz was disappeared, and months later, his family came to know that he is imprisoned in Saudi Arabia for drug trafficking, which was shocking for everyone else there. Now, Abdul Imtiaz case became a widespread notion of how people are exploited to be the victim of drug trafficking, and after all after all of this setup, he was executed in Saudi Arabia on the charges of drug trafficking. And this shows how people are manipulated and how vulnerable people are used to meet the interests of the elite, the underworld. In this case, it gives us the lesson that over 35 countries, including Saudi Arabia, still retain the death penalty for drug offenses. This constitutes of about a third of world execution, with over 3,700 people on death row. International human rights, however, restricts the death penalty for only most serious crimes, excluding drug offenses. Despite constitutional rights ensuring fair treatment for all citizens, many Pakistanis abroad face due process violation. Prolonged detention without trial and lack of legal representation are stark realities that need urgent attention. And it is not only limited to Pakistan. It is happening with all other third world countries too. So if you like this story, if you get something to learn from the story, try to share it to make people aware of such kind of things.